You want to talk Jayden Daniels' moms?
Oh, yeah. Jayden Daniels' moms did the pivot. Shout out to Ryan Clark, friend of the show.
For sure.
And she expressed her position in cock blocking. Or just always being seen with her son while he's trying to get his 1-2 on. A lot of people were anxiously awaiting to hear her side of things. And I love when podcasters go get the obscure interview that we wanted to know this, but we wasn't going to try to interview Jayden Daniels' mom. All right, here we go. Good Ryan.
Protecting Jayden from the wrong woman.
Get in your bag, Ryan.
So, first and foremost, I have a meme out there, and it's funny. It's like, I can't laugh. I can only laugh about it. But the whole girls comment was made, first of all, 2 years when he was at LSU. And it was a question asked, like, what is your biggest fear? And that should be every parent's biggest fear. That should be, if you're a star athlete and you're a female in WNBA, that should be your biggest fear is, the men or, the women, because you're a public figure and, your dollar amount is associated with your name. So you never know who really is there for you and who's really against you. Okay. And our thing is like, I want Jayden to date. I don't want everybody to say I'm putting it on record. My son can date. He can live freely, makes his own decisions. However, the relationship we have, he does value my opinion because, when my kids were little, I did a lot for them. So, and my kids saw that. My father, my background, I worked too hard to allow anybody at any moment to come in and just, take it away. So I have a view of what I feel a good person is. And, but my son is 24 and he does have to go through things and he has to learn on his own. And, he's a great kid and I'm thankful for him. He's, not like some of these other guys, he's really to himself. He's a homebody. He just really is,
She's still at
loves sports, like he really is. So I'm trying to work on his afterlife after sports because at some point it does end. And I don't want him to just be like, now what do I do? So I want to keep him involved in the world and, have opened up a lot of doors. Like I'm in charge of his foundations. We're trying to build facilities and, back in his hometown that are going to help the youth and things like that. So that's what I'm in charge of on top of this everyday business dealings.
Give her some grace.
Some boy moms.
She's not a celebrity. She doesn't talk in sound bites.
How we're positioning him and, all this other stuff. So it's not just about you guys seeing me out and thinking we're just like hanging party.
I mean...
Okay.
Give her some grace. She doesn't have media training, so she doesn't talk in sound bites. It was a little long-winded, but she was trying to make a point. Yeah, and she made it. Maybe not the most succinctly way, but we got the point, did we not?
What's the point? I didn't get the point.
We did not. She's trying to protect her son from gold-digging hussies. That's the fucking point.
She's making it about herself.
So the same that every mom says in history.
Yeah, okay. She's making it about herself. I mean, it's good to protect your son, but when you start to say that I work so hard to avoid anyone, I work too hard to prevent anyone from taking it from me, like it's not yours, it's his. Number one. Number two, yes, a lot of parents do sacrifice a lot in order for you to become successful, whether it's work hard to pay a lot of money, sacrifice. But at the same time, parents like that, no disrespect to her, they make it about themselves a lot, about what they want for the child. And when you reach a certain age, that causes a lot of friction, contention, and later on, if a girl do come along, they're going to exile you out of the situation.
So let me ask you guys.
And then when they exile, you're going to be over there somewhere in Timbuktu, stressed out, wondering, what did I do wrong, instead of just giving them space. Sometimes we can't protect our children from life, Mark. We can't. Sometimes you got to let them bump their head. I get it a little bit, be there, yo, hey, chill. But sometimes you have to, it's a give and take relationship. It should be.
So let me ask you guys this.
Yeah, but.
I want to ask you guys this because, as having children.
I understand, man.
Do you feel like your sacrifice deserves, to be rewarded?
No.
Yes.
I don't, yes, no, not me.
I would think.
I feel like you sacrifice for your children in order for them to be better than you.
Go ahead.
The reward would be to whom?
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know their circumstances.
I'm saying
I know. So I'm just drawing off of what I perceived from what she was saying, and it seems like she was saying that she worked very, very hard to provide for this young man, to provide opportunities for him to get to this stage in his life where he is a professional football professional
Yes,
football
yes.
player.
Yes, ma'am.
You know, so that's an enormous amount of circumstances and choices that she had to make. And so now he's here to where he can now provide. He can probably be the provider for the family, and she's trying to protect him from life experience he may not have. And now that he's in the league, he's going to get a whole lot of things thrown at him that he might not be prepared for.
My question was, reward for whom? For her or for him?
The family?
Yes, then I think it's wrong. I think that as a parent, the sacrifices that you make should be for your child to live a great life, the
Better
best
than
life
yours.
possible. But I don't necessarily think that you should be doing those things so that you could reap that necessarily.
Is the reward. That should be
your
the
child living a great life or being a productive member of society or whatever case may be.
Yeah, she's his agent also.
That's the reward.
Oh, well, if she's his agent as well, then she's doing double duty and trying to, like, you know, protect his wealth and future earnings.
And the other side to that, you said sometimes you gotta let your kids bump their heads and stuff.
Some of them
At the
bumps could
level
be
he had,
costly.
them had the wrong head bump
Exactly.
changes your entire life.
I understand.
But it's hard.
It ain't just a head bump.
It's still hard because at some point you're gonna have to let go of the reins. So I think that she's not gonna be there forever. And you mess around and get one of them snipers that we talk about,
They know how to just lay in the cut.
bruh, and they'll have him blocking his mom. Like from speaking to her, I think that you gotta kinda let I think from living with your mother to living on your own is a transition. And I think that transition comes via college. That's why I'm an advocate of college sometimes. For the social piece more so
growing
than the
up part, yeah.
So I think that as his mom and as his agent, it might be overkill. Like, yo, if you see me out and I'm with my mom 24/7,
Well, the shaky ground is that, for me anyway, is that if you're trying to protect him to be a beneficiary yourself, aren't you just now becoming the person that you're trying to protect him from in a different sort of way?
You cooking.
No, not
But that's why I asked
you
you about.
cooking.
But see, I feel differently than Mel about.
right.
The,
You
I mean,
cooking.
He's
Mel,
absolutely
not the
right.
Mel, but what Mel asked was, do you deserve part of it? I think the difference is the outsider doesn't deserve part of this. I actually think the parent does deserve part of it.
That's not. I couldn't disagree more with that.
What, that the parent deserves something?
What does the parent deserve?
I don't see no deserving in there.
Yeah.
If
Deserve?
if you are a single mom and you raise or father and you raise your kid the whole life, and you go on the pop water, you doing the weight training, you taking around the country, you doing AAU, and they go pro and make $100 million. I'm not saying I would ask for it, but I do think I deserve it. You don't think you deserve any of that?
So what happens if you do all that and they become
And
an
they don't.
accountant?
I think I think I deserve. I
still
think I
want
deserve the
these?
same thing, which is that they should do the best for me that they can. Now, if you're an accountant, the best thing might be a Father's Day gift. But if you got $100 million, the best you could do for me is a little bit more.
I think that
You get what you raise.
yeah, I think if
I
you
think,
raise
I think you get what
There
you
go.
raise.
I think
if you raise
a
your
quality
child
individual,
a certain way,
they're gonna
then
be
when
you
they
ain't gotta even think
then
about
when
that.
they hit the lick, you just taken care of.
Yeah.
I'm not speaking for them because I don't know their situation, but you don't have to. I also think there's only but so far your parent can take you professionally. I subscribe to that.
I think that's generally true, yeah.
He's one of the best quarterbacks in the world now. Mom, you did your job. Hey, you want to even negotiate the next contract? Cool. But there's something to be said for the parent being, if you want to be on that, the eye in the sky or the eye that's watching from afar. We consistently see her as the mother and the agent, two roles that we're not used to seeing as much as we keep seeing her.
Neutral button.